If any of you play Borderlands, you would know who that is. But the reason why I haven't been, posting a lot is things in real life, and I haven't been able to control it. But I would try. I would try to post frequently, like more often, like at least two times a day, or twice a week, or 3 times a week, something like that. Okay. Honestly, I don't get a lot of viewers, but I want to at least be up there. But I'm going to finish my career, chapter 18. This is the end for Steve Todd and Amber Reyes. Before I end this, I'm gonna tell you the backstory of both of these characters. Steve Todd, he was a guy that I just randomly thought of, and obviously without the storyline right there of him, not having parents stuff. Other than that, my original idea of him, he was a guy who grew up in a rough side of the neighborhood, and he got shot and nearly killed. As you know, I didn't give him a scar because it's not where it could be seen. It's covering by his elbow pads. So yeah, after that, he was suicidal and had cuts on his wrist, and that's why he wears bandages on his wrist and no hands. But he knew that there's something more than that in his life, and he became a WWE superstar. And Amber Reyes, her name came to the thought because before this, I was playing Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and I was, as the main character in the campaign was Reyes. I just thought of him, what if this was Reyes' timeline, his family tree before 21,000 or some shit of the timeline of Infinite Warfare. So I just thought, let me just bring her as the great grandmother of Reyes from Infinite Warfare, and she was a WWE superstar. So yeah, her backstory. She had a perfect life. She was fucking rich and everything until shit happened. They got robbed. Her both parents was killed. So something similar to Batman, but not Batman. But like she got robbed. She's broke, and she was put with her cousins, and she started going to the gym, and then she went to Indies, and she came where she is now, and more stronger than Steve Todd. And they became best friends, like in the story mode, but differently. Okay. So yeah, let's continue this. And if you didn't want to hear this, I'll put a timestamp on where you can stop it at. If you don't want to listen to this backstory, get right to the story. Okay, I'm gonna cut my mic, and you'll have a great time enjoying the last bit of the story. Most people already know what it is, and I'm actually getting prepped for WWE 2K22, so get ready for that, because that I heard is a story mode there, and I'm of course gonna play it first, then record it. Okay, so be prepped for that. And any suggestions on what to do in this game before 22, just say in the comments, or I'll put my Instagram or my Snap in the description. You can DM me, tell me your options, what you want. But yeah, let's get into this. I'm gonna cut my mic, and you enjoy the. If you hear echoing, sorry, but I'm just leaving the party. I'm in a party, sorry.
Do you need me to make another ice machine run? You know, there's some wounds that ice can't heal. What?
You, you have to admit, that was a pretty cheesy line.
You know, you have a really strange way of apologizing.
I'm sorry. It's just, we've been working through this all night, and I think I'm starting to lose it. Look, you know how I truly feel. You also know me better than anyone else. I made a stupid decision to protect you when we were kids, and it just kept escalating from there. I wanted to tell you so many times, but it got harder and harder, especially when you started leaving the tickets. I couldn't bring myself to take that away from you. It would be like you finding out that America's Next Top Hand model was fixed.
Wait, is it? Did you hear something?
No, I was just using that as an example.
Okay, because I don't think I could handle that right now. I think I always knew deep down that it was all too good to be true, that I'd never meet them, but I guess a part of me wanted to believe that maybe something bigger would come out of all of this, that it wasn't just about action figures or championships or entertaining millions of people, that it would help me find a part of myself that was missing.
But maybe something bigger did come out of all this. This wasn't about finding two people who would fill a hole in your life. It was about millions of people finding you to fill holes in their lives.
Now that was cheesy.
But it's true.
Maybe.
I have something for you.
Please don't tell me this is a letter from my long-lost aunt and uncle telling me to forgive my best friend.
Just open it.
What's this all about?
It's our new list. On one of my ice machine runs, or maybe it was one of the times you locked me out of the room. I can't remember, but I made some phone calls to management, and it's unprecedented, but they've agreed to let us get revenge on Brooklyn and Samoa Joe at tomorrow night's WrestleMania. Assuming you're on board.
I guess we're coming out of retirement. This has to be some kind of record.
There's one other thing you need to know. Brooklyn and Samoa Joe agreed to the match, but only if we put our Hall of Fame spots on the line.
You really want to do this?
If we don't fight back after what they did, then we don't deserve those spots.
Package deal. I'm in.
Hey, just wanted to let you know, I left 2 open seats in the audience just like you always did.
Why? I mean, obviously my birth parents aren't showing up anytime soon. So was it just for good luck or out of respect or something?
You'll see.
Sorry for echoing.
Assuming you're on board.
This is the finish, the end. Hi, Troy. I'm not going to talk a lot because this is mostly story based before match. But But we're just gonna get into this match. We're gonna talk to the people here, and we're just gonna go and do the skill points, but I'm not gonna do that now because it's not even worth it. But I will do it after this. I'm gonna finish the story off because I have prolonged it so long. So yeah, enjoy and hope y'all stay around as watch the end.
It doesn't matter how tonight turns out, because either way, I'm proud of how far you and Red have come. I mean, sure, it'd be nice to be able to say I trained 2 WWE Hall of Famers, and I could probably raise my rates again. But like I said, doesn't matter.
Well, I know we didn't always see eye to eye, but me and Red owe you for helping us get our start.
What do you mean we didn't see eye to eye? You were my prize student. Never doubted you once. I used to call you Sure Thing Trey.
Are you serious? You thought I'd be a manager at best, and you definitely didn't think I'd make it to WWE, let alone become a Hall of Famer. I think you said something about pooping golden nuggets?
I don't recall that. Anyway, good luck, Sure Thing.
I know you're gonna tell us it's not too late to change our minds about the match and putting our Hall of Fame spots on the line, but we need to do this.
I wasn't going to say that at all. It's actually way too late to change your minds. The match is happening.
Oh. Okay, well, that's good then.
I was going to say that if things don't go well, Brooklyn and Samoa Joe can't erase your legacies. Everything you worked for and accomplished won't just disappear.
It sounds like you don't think we can win.
Look, you both have defied the odds before, but I'm just being realistic.
When it comes time to honor the Hall of Fame class tonight, we'll be out there front and center.
Look, I know we haven't spoken much since I've been gone, but I just wanted to say I'm pulling for you tonight. And Brooklyn had no right to exploit your past and ruin your big moment.
I appreciate you saying that.
But I also know how your impatience and temper can get the best of you sometimes. So I'm a little worried that you rushed into this match, especially considering your condition and what's at stake.
Thanks for your concern, seriously. But this is something we have to do, no matter what we could lose in the process.
It's time for the greatest spectacle in sports entertainment. Welcome to WrestleMania. If you've somehow been off the grid for the past 24 hours and you missed the news that we have a huge last-minute change to tonight's event. After being ambushed at the conclusion of their Hall of Fame speech, Red and Trey will seek revenge against Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe. And saying that the stakes are high feels like a severe understatement. If Brooklyn and Samoa Joe can defeat Red and Trey, they will take their spots in the WWE Hall of Fame. And we've never seen anything like this before, and it's highly improbable we ever will again. With respect to every competitor who enters the ring tonight and every championship that's contested, it's now time for the most important match of the evening. Red and Trey are here to take on Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe with their Hall of Fame spots on the line.
It's truly impressive Red and Trey overcame both physical and emotional trauma to be here tonight. But I suppose revenge can motivate someone to do just about anything, including putting everything they've dreamed of and worked for at risk.
Guys, what are these pieces of paper falling down from above?
I believe it's supposed to symbolize their new list, and there's only one thing on it. Beat Brooklyn and Samoa Joe at WrestleMania.
This is why I left the 2 seats. It's time to move on.
I'm glad you're here.
I think that might have been Trey's adopted parents sitting at ringside.
I think you're right, Byron. And now here are the 2 superstars who want nothing more than to take everything from Red and Trey to essentially erase their legacies in a single night. It's the so-called American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe.
Yeah, these two have a much different kind of bond than Red and Trey. It's an affiliation based on shared hatred for their opponents tonight, dating back years in both cases.
Full disclosure, I think we're looking at the newest members of the WWE Hall of Fame class. Brooklyn and Samoa Joe have been unstoppable from both a mental and physical standpoint since the moment they joined forces. Red and Trey would have a hard time stopping them if they were at full strength, and we know they're not even close to that.
And there you see Red and Brooklyn facing off. There is so much history between these two. We're talking decades of hostility.
I don't know if it'll ever end, but we'll get at least some kind of resolution after tonight's contest is over.
We're not sure who's going to start the match tonight. It actually looks like Brooklyn and Samoa Joe are discussing that right now.
Apparently, it'll be Samoa Joe and Trey.
Brooklyn's going to make Red wait to get her hands on her. Yet another calculated move from the American hero.
This is it. Here we go. WrestleMania is often called the showcase of the immortals. But Red and Trey aren't here to showcase their immortality. They're here to try to save it by retaining their spots in the WWE Hall of Fame.
The fact that Red and Trey are even fighting alongside each other after Brooklyn Von Braun destroyed their original career-defining list and nearly did the same thing to their friendship just proves their bond is unbreakable. They truly are a package deal.
While I agree with you on that, you have to consider what I said earlier. There's no way Red and Trey are 100 or even 50% after the brutal attack just 2 nights ago. Mark my words, that will be a factor at some point in this career-defining match. Nice amateur takedown.
Out of it in the corner. Anticipated that attack perfectly.
Great decision by Joe to capitalize.
And now that one's countered.
He might have been waiting on that one.
Samoa Joe might get an early 3 count. That's not going to do it. Wow.
Guys, I noticed the demeanor on Samoa Joe's face never changes. That look of disgust, that look of focus, that cold, calculating body language Samoa Joe holds on to maintain his dominance. It's something that has turned Joe's stare into something to fear.
Oh, no. When you made your observation of Samoa Joe's demeanor, Byron, it painted a chilling picture. I can only imagine how frightening it can be to stand across from a man who can intimidate you with just a glance your way. If you lock eyes with Samoa Joe, you better hope there's a good length of distance between you and the Samoan submission machine. However, if you can overcome that intimidation, you may at least... How is this superstar still in this match?
Hard determination.
Super kick! Samoa Joe is definitely starting to wane. And it's reversed. Paying for that mistake. Line.
Forcefully delivered.
Look out here. Wow, what impact. Gets out of there in a hurry. Putting it all on the line.
What a shot.
Not what she was looking for. Incoming. Boom! Down across the knee. Gets the tag. Uh-oh. Devastating kick. Trey escapes the Uranagi, and now he's got Samoa Joe in the Coquina clutch.
Red takes Brooklyn down.
Hold on. Is this actually happening? It is. Red and Trey of Brooklyn, Von Braun, and Samoa Joe locked in their own submission holds.
After everything that's happened among these four adversaries, this feels like the perfect ending.
Don't get ahead of yourself. They need to actually finish them off. Can Red and Trey do the unthinkable? Will Brooklyn and Samoa Joe give up?
They tapped.
It's over. Red and Trey have pulled off the impossible and ensured that they will forever be honored in the WWE Hall of Fame. This match takes place 20 times, and on 19 of those occasions, Brooklyn and Samoa Joe get the win, but not tonight. This was special. This was your night, Red and Trey.
Congratulations for the second time on your Hall of Fame induction.
This might have been our first time seeing one of your matches in person, but we were always watching on TV.
We're proud of you, son. Can I still call you that?
Yeah. We have a lot of catching up to do. I'm sorry about that.
We all are. It's okay.
We have something for you. Some maintenance guy from the arena was selling it online. It wasn't cheap.
Luckily, we've gotten good at puzzles in our old age.
Oh my gosh! I thought I lost you, but you're back.
There's one thing left on there we need to finish crossing off.
It appears that the list has somehow been salvaged.
Red and Trey can now pick up where they left off 2 nights ago. Tonight, we witnessed the unexpected. An unexpected victory. An unexpected reconciliation. And finally, the unexpected return of what some might think is just an old scrap of paper. But it was more than that to Red and Trey. It's what led them to this very moment that to them was expected all along. They may not have known how they'd end up here, but they knew when they created that list that this was their destiny.
Well said, Michael. Soak every bit of this in. Red and Trey, you deserve it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the winners of tonight's match and still members of the WWE Hall of Fame, Red and Trey.
Well, that's the end. My career's completed. Everything's finished. Hope you enjoyed it. It was small. It was quick. I'll see y'all around. I'll try to post more. If my life doesn't get complicated, okay? Peace and have a good day.